Your Excellencies, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, today we gather to be part of a very huge project and to be part of consolidating history, establishing creativity, and honoring our heritage. Today we gather to join hands in uplifting and promoting our cultural and create a platform to serve same into the future. I welcome all of you. I'd like to say on behalf of the good people of Ekiti that all of you who have been invited are welcome. Thank you so much, everyone.
It is with great pride and a deep sense of responsibility that I stand before you today as chairman of the board of trustees of Olowe of Ise Art Foundation. We are gathered here not just to celebrate a great artist, but to honor a cultural heritage that has endured and continues to inspire across generations and continents. My personal connection to Olowe of Ise began almost 24 years ago when I was introduced to his work by Kathleen Mead. There on display were the creations of a genius whose hands had etched the history and culture of our people into wood. That moment marked the beginning of my enduring relationship with Olowe's works and inspired numerous writings about the legacy. Tonight, I call on you, patrons of the arts, champions of culture, and lovers of history. In Yoruba culture, we believe in Ashe, the power to make things happen, to turn dreams into reality. Let us invoke that Ashe tonight as we raise our voices, our hands, and our resources to build something that will stand for centuries to come.
I want to congratulate Your Excellency for this feat because you go abroad and you see our works adorning museums and you just wonder, so where are Africans in all of this?
The aim of establishing the Olowe Museum is to use art for promoting Yoruba culture and indeed increase the revenue base of Ekiti State through tourism. It is going to help to educate, to energize interest of our youths in our indigenous culture.
You see the photographs of his works and you're like, oh, how beautiful, how, the spatialness, the uniqueness, the bulging eyes. But when you see them, I walked into this hall today and I just couldn't, I was in awe. Seeing them is so different from looking at them in pictures.
The profound wisdom from Moonlight Folktale is vanishing. The arts peculiar to the history of our foreigners is astonishing. Back then we thought trade by barter was all that mattered, until the weapons, glass, firearms and gunpowders became instruments of captivity. We were robbed of our dignity and were given a false identity. Woe to those who belittled our humanity. As true Africans with the Niger spirit, we can invest our resources without running out of the source to build this museum edifice to host our masterpiece as one. Freedom for Africa!
Art is long, life is short. And today we're having a fulfillment of that statement that art is indeed longer than life. Olowe of Ise died in 1938, but today we're celebrating his artistry, we're celebrating his genius, a living icon. Artists do not die. Their works live after them.
The establishment of this museum is a vital step in immortalizing his legacy and ensuring that his work is recognized and appreciated both locally and globally. By investing in the Olowe of Ise Museum, we're not only just honoring a great artist, we're investing in our identity, our history, and our future.
The first time when I visit Prof. Soyinka in his house in Abeokuta, there's so much curious. I asked, I want Prof to tell me, what does this mean? What does sketcher to tell? What's the people behind the story? There's so many curious for me to ask. But from his explanation, I come to understand and make conclusion. The culture of Yoruba and the culture of Chinese traditional are almost the same.
The first thing you have to do is to go back into history and bring out everything of value and honor those who created them and honor the history behind them. Because only when you do that can the young people who are gifted, who are talented, commit to the art, commit to creative.
I was just saying to myself, I said I came here ignorant because education is not just letters and words and the stuff you learn in school. Culture, where you come from, these are all very important things.
In doing this, what you will try to inculcate into the museum, don't just make it analog. Our generation is analog. Make it digital as well, so the younger generation will be able to key into it.
And I think for us, we're just deeply appreciative that there's so many people here today as passionate about preserving the culture and arts of the creative industry as we are. And I'm sure looking around at the room, we will definitely be able to do amazing things.
We in Ekiti people, we are trying to see, let us look back. Where did we start? The life itself starts by imagination. I want to be there before I die. I have budgets. I have this. But art itself will show you what the past is, the present, and what the future will be.
The name Olowe, you can't call Olowe without mentioning Ise. So by implication, it will put Ekiti to global perspective, but you are talking of Ise. So either you like it or not, it will be on record. And Ise will be a global map. So I want to particularly appreciate the governor for doing that. I thank God because physically, in spite of all that surrounded me, I
thank God for a day like this, but I must especially thank Senator Babafemi Ojudu, who is the visionary. You know, I'm not a governor that will appropriate appropriate the ideas of another person. It was Senator Ojudu that came to me with this idea, and I bought into it. And we are here today. So, distinguished Senator, thank you so much, and all members of the Board of Trustees. And I have a firm belief in God, Kabiesi, that within this tenure of 2 years, we should be able to complete this project. That's why I give God. That is my desire. If you are calling people to come and help us too, we will do something substantial to kickstart the project. We believe in sustainability, and we also need to ring-fence this project from regime change. And that is why the board will manage it with zero government interference. Government will only provide the platform and the support for them to actualize this vision.
In the evening, mother called me down into her heart.